Okay, now let's repair the purchase product anomaly in case you enter a quantity that is greater than what you have in the inventory. Let's run that scenario first. So let me execute the program. Let's add a product. Add a product. Let's say that product is a cup. Okay, and let's say each cup costs $5.50, and let's say we have 10 of those. Okay, good. So now if I do 2, that's what I have in my inventory. I have cup. The individual price is $5.50, and I've got 10 of those. Normally, if you do a purchase and enter the product name, cup, and let's say I want to buy 2. That wasn't a problem. Didn't get any answer or an error message or anything like that. Let's do a 2 now. And sure enough, 2 got subtracted from the total. So now let's go ahead and purchase 9, right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead to select 3, again, cup, and I'm going to select 9 again. There's no code in my program that will prevent this. So if I go ahead and do 2, I have a -1. Okay, we want to make sure that we validate the entry when we're ready to purchase a certain quantity. In that, the amount you want to buy will never exceed what's in the inventory. Okay. All right. Well, let's exit the console here and look at the actual function for purchase product. Okay. So this one worked fine for our baseline operation. And this is where the transaction happens. Obviously, this was done after you've compared 2 strings, okay, for the product, based on the product name. And here you're asked to enter the how many products do you want to buy, okay? And that is the variable quantity. Okay, simply the variable quantity was subtracted from whatever is stored in that particular structure in the data member quantity. Okay, all right. So maybe what we need to do right here is some sort of a loop that will keep us in place as long as we enter a value that will create an anomaly. Okay, so how we do this? We could do a do while loop. So in other words, we can have this at least execute once. So we'll do a do, open curly brace. Let me put these 2 statements here. Just tab them. I always like to put a tab for the body of a loop or body of an if statement, okay? And we're going to keep doing this right here. Let me just line it up. And you're going to stay in this loop while quantity we could we could do this. We could do pptr dereference the quantity minus quantity is less than 0. That means as long as it's negative, right? So this operation would have yielded a negative value. Stay in this loop. If it's 0, fine. You bought up the whole inventory. If it's not, okay, you get off the while loop here and you execute this line right here. All right, well, let's see how this works. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and compile and run. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to have a new product. We're going to call it cup. And okay, $2 cheaper cups. Here you go. And we got 10 of them. Okay, so if I do a 2, here they are. All right, well, let's try to buy 11. So 3 cup, and we're going to try to buy 11. Now watch what happens. Enter the number of cup you're buying. So it's going to stay here until you enter something proper. Let's say you didn't get the picture. You type 12. Same thing. Now if I do 10, I'm out. Okay, well then what happens if I do a 2? There you have it. Okay? Excellent. So now, what if we wanted to update our inventory without adding a new product? What if we wanted to come back to this program and actually add more products? Okay, so now we've solved one problem, we have another one. You know, you keep running this application. What if you want to still keep those cups, as a line item, but you want to purchase more and store more of them in your inventory? So we need an update inventory. So instead of simply add a new product, maybe we will make exit option 5. Option 4 might be update inventory. Okay. All right. So updating the inventory could include changing the price and changing the quantity. Maybe give us those two options. Do you want to change the price? Do you want to change the quantity? Okay. So it's a nice little challenge. Let's go ahead and do it. So let me just exit here. Okay. And we would like, let me go to the menu, to add printf. And we're going to do a /t/t for update the inventory. That will include changing the quantity on hand for any product or changing the price for that product. Okay? Of course, we will document that really well while it's running, so whoever is using this application will know what it's for. Let me do a 5 here. And we're going to do some fundamental changes to our program as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let me go back here. We're going to make some changes here where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be included as part of a switch statement. So instead of having if option, so let me just write it up here. Switch. Based on the option that you pick, right? We're going to do a few things. Which it is 11:55 p.m. So probably that's why I need to go to sleep or something. So switch. Let me just bring this here. That will be the switch body. And what I'm going to do is create case 1. Case 1, it means you picked option 1, okay, and put a break under it. We're going to do the same thing with case 2, and we're going to put a break under it. We're going to do the same thing with case 3. We're going to put a break under it. We're going to do the same thing with case 4. We're going to put a break. All right, so I'm just setting up the structure for this. And we're going to do a case 5. We're going to put a break for this. Okay. And then we put a default. And that would be nice to use in case the user chooses any number other than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the menu. Like a -1 is 0 to 100, right? You could say something like this. %D is an invalid choice. /n, and that would be option. That would be the value of option. Now, For case 1, well, we have this function. You're going to call add product. So I'm going to cut this and paste it right here. That is the operation you want for this. Oops, why is it doing that? Oh, I see. Command V, there you go. And then I'm going to go over here, which is case 2. So I'm going to cut this and stick it right here. Then option 3 will be right here. So let me just cut this and stick this right here. Excellent. So we can delete these 3 if statements here. Okay. All right, fantastic. So by the way, 5 is exit, so might as well go ahead and say goodbye or end of program. So printf end of application. So some sort of an indication that indicates that we're done with the program. That's good. Now 4 is going to be the new function that that I want, which is update product. So I'm going to call it update product. Now my function names, I like them always to be an action or a verb, right? So, and again, you're going to pass prod, which is the address of the array of structures, and also pass along prod count. Okay, and it doesn't need to return anything unless you return a Boolean. With a Boolean, you could have an if statement here. It says product not found or something like that. Let's have the function itself handle this. So this will be the function that I want. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to put it right here, right before main. Right? So right here. So void, command V. And again, struct product. It's a pointer, pptr, and then int count. Or in my case, it's max, right? So you can call it max if you want, right? Or you could call it count, whatever you want, is the count, which is how many records you have. For now, I'm just going to printf under construction. Update under construction. And the reason is I wrote enough code to test my program right now to make sure the switch works. Okay. Update under construction /n. Okay. And let's see how this behaves. So let me save, compile and run. Oh, see, so I forgot something. So what does it say? Something about, here you go. I have a semicolon there. That should be a comma. Okay. Read the comment. It says semicolon token syntax error. Great. So let's compile and run again. Fantastic. Now, if I pick 4, it's going to say update under product or under construction. Good. That is what we will do in the next video.